Ahmed says he never carried arms against the Syrian government, but some of his family members belong to the Faylaq al-Rahman rebel faction. That's one of the reasons why he left his home in eastern Ghouta as part of the surrender deal reached with the pro-government alliance. The other reason is his opposition to reconciling with a government that has killed so many people.
Every family in eastern Ghouta lost a family member. I lost a lot of friends. I lost a colleague who was among 26 who died in the famous Kfar Batna airstrike. I lost 2 children that I was teaching at school. We decided to move away from this brutal regime.
Ahmed now lives in a mosque. He is among some 18,000 people who have been displaced from what was once the rebel-controlled enclave in the suburbs of Damascus. Many of those deported to Idlib, an opposition-controlled province in the northwest, are fighters. Abu Ahmed is one of them. The rebels controlled eastern Ghouta since late 2012, but months later it was besieged by government forces.
It's sad that we lost this battle after 7 years of remaining steadfast. After so many sacrifices, we had to surrender because of the civilians. They killed many children. The hospitals were out of service. Anyone injured would die slowly.
Camps are being set up for Syria's newly displaced. The refugee camps in Idlib are overstretched. This is a province with a population of 1 million displaced people, and local communities are struggling to cope. When rebels are defeated, they go to Idlib. Those who don't want to live under the rule of President Bashar al-Assad also move to Idlib, but there is nowhere safe in that province. Airstrikes continue to hit non-military targets, such as schools and health facilities. The rebels arrived with their light weapons. It's not clear if they will join the ranks of the armed factions in Idlib, where there has been rebel infighting.
We fought the Assad regime for 7 years with no food, no water, no medicine, until the regime and the Russians launched a barbaric campaign. We promised the Assad regime that we will return. We will liberate the area.
There are those who refuse to admit defeat, but the loss of eastern Ghouta is the worst setback for the opposition, since it was forced to surrender the eastern part of Aleppo city in 2016 after a similar military campaign. Zana Khudr, Al Jazeera, Beirut.